Alright, that, my friends, is the logo for Gregorys. Now, Gregorys is probably one of the bigger chains in New York City. And you know what? For this conversation right now about Gregorys, I'm going to need a little refill. It's called a top off. My last coffee talk, I was telling people about the top off with my friend Amir. We used to do the top off. Top off is actually a real word. If you look it up, like what it means, I actually learned the term when I was in Vermont once. I was staying at a bed and breakfast in Vermont, and you like that song? It's like a reggae song. It has like a vibe to it. It's like, top off, can I get a top off? See, like, the part that was the best about the top off was that we literally stomped the ground. Ashley, just so you know, because you're listening to this, you missed my story the other day, but me and my friend in chiropractic school lived in this little dumpy apartment our last year of chiropractic school, and we lived in this 2-floor apartment building, and this like trash below us had like major band practices every night. They used to crank like heavy metal, and like they had like a full-blown garage band that would practice literally every night. And they used to torture me and my friends. Oh my god, I drank a full pot of coffee already. This is nuts. This is why I had to go live earlier than 8, because it's bad. I drink so much coffee. Anyway, the point is, they used to torture us with their band practices every night, and they'd be like blasting music, and we'd call them up and be like, can you be quiet? And then they would just be like, whatever. They didn't care. It was bad. We had to call the cops and stuff. Like, we had school and stuff. We had classes and tests to take and national boards, and like these freaking trash that lived below us was just like on a mission to like ruin our life. So that me and my friend Amir, who I lived with at the time, who lives in Canada, who was on my coffee talk the other day, we used to get up super early for class because we had to be at our clinic. It was like our last year of school. Dude, I don't put anything in my coffee, Elon. I've told you this before, bro. When you put milk and sugar in your coffee, it's like insulting to the coffee. You're literally insulting the coffee, dude. You're insulting it, bro. That's not coffee. When you put Coffee Mate hazelnut in your coffee, dude, I love you, bro, but that makes it a hot beverage. That's not coffee anymore. You can't even taste the coffee anymore. Anyway, the point of the story was, we'd have our coffee in the morning, me and my friend, and we'd do this little song that we made up. I don't know who made it up. I think I came up with the top off words, because I learned that term when I was in Vermont. But we would be like, I'd see Amir, and I'd pour my coffee, and then he'd get his coffee, and then we'd be like ready to go, and I'd be like, top off, and then Amir would be like, can I get a top off? And then I'd be like, top off, can I get a top off? And then it was just like, we would just start killing it and just start stomping. Like that show Stomp on off-Broadway in the city. We'd be like, top off, can I get a top off? But like the point is, we would just be like smashing the floor on purpose, just to wake these people up that were sound asleep after having like an all-night band practice. So we were in a big constant battle with these people. It's a miracle we didn't wind up having an hour with each other. And like, because they were like some scary people. 80% coffee is fine. Come on. You'll learn one day, Elon. I thought you drink espresso. You put sugar and Coffee Mate hazelnut in your espresso, dude? Come on. Ashley, you still on, my friend from Texas? My Texan friend? I've been to Texas. You know where I've been? Houston, and where else have I been? Dallas. Yeah. I love listening to the birds chirping. I'm not hating on you and I just appreciate the fact that you're on my calls, man, hanging out. It's cool, man. H-Town. What's that? Houston? I don't know these Texan terms. You live in Houston? Marley's on. What's up, my friend? Sorry I missed you this week, Marley. I don't know what I was doing Monday when I missed your live. Marley, you drink coffee? Have a coffee with me, my friend. I'm wearing my Gregorys shirt to remember New York City. It says, now you just need to drive some cars to make this cars and coffee. That's funny. I do need to step up my game. Step it up. I barely ever drive anymore. It's crazy. I maybe drive like twice a week now. I miss it. Sometimes I just get in the car for no reason and just like drive around and crank my beats. Just listen to some rap in the car. It's ridiculous. Coffee makes you jittery. Marley. I love coffee. See this? My New York City people know about that. That's Gregorys. You know what the cool thing about Gregorys is? I've been drinking coffee from Gregorys for years. And I never realized until like a year ago that these are actually 2 coffee cups. Look at that. Is that the coolest logo or what? They're like his glasses, but yet they're coffee cups. I like that. Oh, so since I got my people on here now, Marley, you gonna have a tea with me at least? Come on, my friend. You can't just be hanging out. This is a coffee talk. If you're not gonna drink coffee, at least make your tea. What are you drinking, green tea? I like matcha. I can't really talk about tea right now because this is my coffee talk. So this is an Ethiopian blend I'm drinking. I was drinking it the other day because I'm not done with it yet, but it's a Brooklyn Java. They have it at Fairway, and they serve it at one of my favorite real organic, vegan, vegetarian places in Port Jeff, Long Island, called Tiger Lilies. So if you're ever out in Port Jeff and the world ever becomes normal again, what's dope about the eyes? Look at that. Is that the coolest logo or what? Love Gregorys. Gregorys put me on to the red eye, by the way. I never knew about the red eye until Gregorys introduced it to me. A red eye is basically like, I think you can do it hot too, but I mainly do it iced. So I'll get like a large cold brew, which is like this big at Gregorys, and then you get a double shot of espresso in the cold brew. You want to talk about insane? Like, you drink that, it's so smooth. First of all, that's the thing about cold brew, is it's so freaking smooth that like you don't even realize you're just getting that caffeinated on it. That's why it's dangerous. Same thing with the nitrous. When you drink nitrous coffee where they put the nitrous gas in it, it's so smooth. It's dangerous. There's been times where I've drank so much. There's been times where I drank so much nitrous coffee, that I thought I was literally having a heart attack. It's bad. It's always been a vice of mine. I don't really have any other bad habits except for the fact that I drink a ton of coffee. No, I'm probably not going to do weights today, to be honest with you. I got plans to go bike riding with some friends today. We're probably going to do some big 2-hour bike ride. We got trails near us and stuff. Oh, so since we got a little crew here now. Marley, you ready to see my socks today? See, like, I was always famous for my socks. My patients always wanted to see what kind of socks I was wearing. My sock game is killing it, just so you know. Like, I haven't wore a regular pair of socks, like a normal black pair of socks, let's say, in probably like at least 6 years now. So I probably have at least 50 pairs of socks. And my sock game is legit. So like, I used to have patients come in and try to battle me on my sock game. And sometimes they'd beat me, to be honest with you. And they'd be like, yo, Max, check these socks out. And like, sometimes they'd get me. Like, my one friend comes in, he's like, yo, look at these socks. And he's got like the Old Spice man on his socks riding a unicorn. I mean, that's fire. I have my best pair of socks, to be honest with you, is the Notorious B.I.G. socks. Those socks are killer. I'm gonna have Tacosaurus socks. They're like half taco and half dinosaur. You could tell that I'm like real caffeinated because I talk like a mile a minute. Read my blog sometimes. Google Dr. Max NYC coffee blog, and you'll read some of my blogs that I've written in the middle of the night at like 2 in the morning. When I'm so wired that I can't sleep, that I just like write like a crack addict. I sound crazy in these blogs. I mean, I'm a good writer. I've always been a good writer. Elon, you knew me back when I was writing all my poetry, and I used to rap. I used to rap back in the day. It's been a long time. I retired from the rap game, but I used to be pretty sweet at freestyling. Garfield socks would be nice. I should get Garfield socks. Oh, so you want to see my socks today? Can anyone take a guess what they are? Take a guess. Marley, take a guess what socks I'm wearing right now. Here's a hint. They're fire. That's it. I can't believe I drank a full pot of coffee. What time is it? I literally drank a full pot of coffee. Look at this. Done. It's not. I'm going to have to make a pour over after this, to be honest with you. My new tripod's amazing. It's like twisted around the railing of my house here. Dragon Ball Z. That's a good guess, but no. I don't watch any of that Japanimation stuff. But I do watch... Harry Potter. Those are my Hogwarts socks. Let me tell you about this here, because I have a feeling you people don't know about Harry Potter. You see this? That's me right there. Hufflepuff. You see this? You know the houses? Gryffindor, Hufflepuff. Okay. What do we got? Slytherin, Ravenclaw. Harry Potter socks. I love Harry Potter. It's amazing. I never got into it until like a couple of years ago. And then like you watch the movies and read the books. Amazing. I went to Harry Potter World. Was that last year? In Universal Studios in Orlando. Amazing. Like if you could go to Harry Potter World in Universal Studios and not know a thing about Harry Potter and be like, yeah, it's cool, but like you wouldn't appreciate how authentic and real deal it is unless you read the books or watch the movies or both or whatever. It's so awesome. You get a wand. They have like these interactive wands. They're not cheap. With the stand, it's like $100. It's crazy. But you go around and there's like all these different windows that you stand in front of, like exhibits. There's a map and it tells you where to go. And then like it shows you on the ground in front of it like how to move the wand in a certain way to do the spell, and then it makes the window move. So like there'll be like a pile of like armor on the ground, and if you move it the right way, the pile of armor like stands up and becomes like a knight and stuff. Has anybody here been to Harry Potter World? Or is it just me? I am officially what's known as a Potter head. It's actually the term for people that like Harry Potter. Ashley, you like Harry Potter or no? Marley.